Where does Ikigai come from? Success or something closer? Today, I want to talk to those of you searching for that answer. We're going to explore Ikigai, a concept Japanese people have cherished for centuries. I'm Emmy, and I'm joined by Liam to discover it together.
Hey there.
Hey, Liam. So, Liam, what's your image of Ikigai?
Ikigai. I've been hearing this word everywhere lately, but honestly, I'm not sure I really understand it. It's about life purpose, right? Or mission? Something like that?
Exactly there. That's what most people think. But actually, it's fundamentally different. For Japanese people, Ikigai is something quieter, something closer.
Quieter and closer. What do you mean?
For example, this morning when I left my house, my neighbor, an elderly woman, was watering the plants in her garden. She does it every morning at the same time. I asked her about it once, and she said, "This is my Ikigai."
Wait, watering plants? That's Ikigai? Not some big goal or something you want to achieve?
Right, it's not that. This is the core of what I want to talk about today. Ikigai is the place where your heart touches this present moment.
This present moment, not a future goal?
Exactly. Today, we're going to look at 3 specific practices that show how Japanese people cultivate Ikigai in their daily lives. And I'll share methods you can start today.
I definitely want to hear this, because lately, my life feels like I'm always rushing, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm running toward.
Exactly. That's the modern struggle, isn't it? This channel explores Japanese philosophy and culture to find hints for living more peacefully. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and turn on notifications so you can join us on this journey. So let's begin. The first practice begins with a story about a calligrapher's morning. His day starts with grinding ink. In a quiet room, only the sound of grinding ink echoes.
Calligraphy, right? That beautiful art of writing characters?
Yes. But here's what's important. He says this: the brush is moved not by the arm, but by the breath.
Wait, the breath moves the brush? Not the arm? What does that mean?
It means that if your breathing isn't steady, the brush won't move correctly. When a character comes out wrong, it's a sign that your mind is disturbed. So every day he picks up the brush not to write perfect characters, but to check the state of his own mind.
Ah, I see. It's a dialogue with himself. But wait a minute. Isn't that something only people with special skills like calligraphy can do? What about the rest of us ordinary people?
Great question. Actually, there's a method anyone can use. When you wake up in the morning, don't look at your phone right away. First, open the window. Then, from light, sound, wind, temperature, smell, choose just one of your 5 senses and focus on only that for 30 seconds.
Just one, like what, for example?
For example, today you listen only to the sound of birds. Tomorrow you feel the morning light. The day after, the touch of wind. Just one.
But why just one? Wouldn't it be better to feel everything?
Good question. Modern people try to process 100 pieces of information at once, thinking about emails while thinking about today's schedule while eating breakfast. But Ikigai begins with feeling one sensation completely.
The senses become sharper, don't they?
When the human brain focuses completely on one thing, stress hormones decrease and happiness hormones are released. It's scientifically proven.
So just 30 seconds has an effect?
You might not believe it, but it's true. Since I started this myself, my morning feeling is completely different. Before, I was awake, but I wasn't truly awakened.
Awake and awakened are different? That's deep. It's true. I also look at my phone the moment I open my eyes, and before I know it, I'm at the office. Maybe I'm not really awakened either.
Exactly. Ikigai doesn't dwell in doing something, but in being here and now. In the stillness, you recover your own breath. This is the first practice. Let's move to the second practice. This time, it's about a woman who's a potter. During the day, she works at a regular company, marketing work, deadlines, meetings, mountains of emails,
Oh, I know that. That's my daily life.
right? But after work, she sits in front of the pottery wheel. The moment she touches the clay, the words that have been spinning in her head become quiet.
Thoughts become quiet. That's really attractive. My head is constantly noisy, even before bed, thinking about tomorrow, next week, next month.
Yes, that's the modern struggle. Something she said was striking. I'm not the one creating the form. The clay is.
What? What does that mean? The clay creates the form? But she's the one actually moving her hands, right?
Good question. She's not controlling it. She just feels the state of the clay and guides her hands in the direction the clay wants to go, feeling everything: the temperature of the clay, its moisture, its softness.
So it's not about controlling, but listening. Listening to the voice of the clay.
Perfect. This is the Japanese way of creating. In the West, it's I shape the clay, but in Japan, it's the form is born together with the clay. The subject is different.
I see. But Emmy, here's the same question again. Most of us don't have a pottery wheel, and we don't have time to attend pottery classes. What should we do?
Of course. So there's a simpler method. At night, at the end of the day, take just 10 minutes to arrange something. Wipe the desk, polish shoes, organize stationery, arrange books. Anything is fine.
What does that have to do with Ikigai?
That's what you'd think, right? But what's important is to focus completely on that action. For example, if you're wiping the desk, feel everything: the texture of the cloth, the feel of the wood, the coldness of the water, the smoothness after wiping. Slowly while feeling it all. In the West, productivity is valued, but Japanese culture has the value of empty space in time. Rather, precisely because of that space, the heart can breathe.
Time for empty space has value. That's the complete opposite of the culture I grew up in. Always having to achieve something. Always having to be productive.
Those 10 minutes had become the most peaceful time of my whole day. The hands arrange, the air arranges. In actions that seek nothing, a quiet happiness dwells.
I want to try that. I'll start tonight.
Now, the third practice. This might be the deepest one. In Japanese, there's a word, doge, or the way. Tea ceremony, calligraphy, martial arts.
That character Do? I see it in many places.
Yes. This concept of do represents the deepest part of Ikigai. The way is not about completion, but about the beauty of continuing. An eternal journey.
Continuing eternally. You mean there's no end?
Exactly. For example, Jiro Ono, the 90-something sushi chef who served sushi to President Obama, the one who was featured in a documentary film.
Oh, I know him. Jiro dreams of sushi. He's a master, right? Even past 90, he works every day.
Right. And what he said captures the essence of this way. There is no perfection. That's why I'm happy.
Wait, no perfection, so he's happy? Isn't that usually the opposite? We're happy because we aim for perfection, because we work hard, right?
That's what we usually think. But think about it. If you reach perfection, at that moment it's over. You can't grow anymore. You can't learn anymore.
Ah, true. When you reach the goal, that's the end.
Right. But if perfection doesn't exist, you can grow forever. You can learn forever. There are always new discoveries. Precisely because it doesn't end, there's freedom there.
I see. But honestly, that's also a little scary, isn't it? No end. How long do I have to keep trying?
Wonderful reaction. That's the Western way of thinking. But the Japanese concept of do is different. It's not about trying hard, but enjoying. There's no destination. You just keep walking. And the walking itself is the joy.
The walking itself is the joy. Enjoying the process, right?
Exactly. There's a way to practice this. Once a week, take a detour home. No music, no podcast. Just listen to the wind and light.
But won't you get bored if you walk the same path?
This is the interesting part. You walk the same path every week, but every week you see something different. Why? Because you've changed. The you from last week and the you from this week are different.
Ah, so even the same scenery looks different. You become the mirror.
Perfect. This is what it means to enjoy the process. Not reaching the destination, but noticing how you walk. The moment you let go of achievement, the world becomes a little wider.
Letting go of achievement. That takes courage. But at the same time, it feels incredibly liberating.
Now, let me summarize the 3 practices we talked about today. First, morning focus on one sensation, activating the 5 senses. Second, 10 minutes at night, quiet actions using your hands, restoring the heart. Third, taking a detour once a week, enjoying the process.
These 3 have something in common. They all focus on this present moment, and they don't seek results.
Wonderful, you understand completely. And finally, let me share the most important thing. Ikigai is not a word that explains life. It's a way of feeling that you're alive right now.
A way of feeling. So it's not thinking with your head, but feeling with your body.
Exactly. Steady your breath, move your hands, soften your heart. The meaning of life is quietly placed in this moment. If you're searching for the meaning of life right now, stop searching and just take one deep breath.
Just one breath?
In that moment, you're already in Ikigai. You're already there. Because Ikigai is not about going somewhere, but about being here and now.
Being here and now, this is really going to change how I see my life. Emmy, thank you. Starting tomorrow morning, I'll open the window and begin by listening to one sound.
Wonderful. Don't try to do it perfectly, okay? Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about the process. To everyone watching, please try even just one of these starting today. And I'd be happy if you'd share your Ikigai moments in the comments.
Yes. I'd love to hear everyone's small moments.
Then we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.